faithful Niner Empire. What's good? You know who it is. It's your boy, Jay in the Bay. 49ers couldn't pull this one out. And all I got to say is when it rains, it pours. Got to give credit, kudos to the LA Rams. The LA Rams, they were the better team tonight, faithful. The Rams were the better team. At the end of the day, they made more plays. And, you know, that's all that matters. Very unfortunate that the season is coming to an end for the faithful, the Niner Empire. Very unfortunate that the season is coming to an end. But can't say I'm disappointed in the players. The players played their heart out. And I felt like we were playing with house money. And, you know, most people didn't expect us to be in this position. Let's be real. There were some opportunities that were left on the table for the 49ers on both sides of the ball. But I got to give credit to the LA Rams. They were the better team. Cooper Kupp is an outstanding wide receiver. We didn't really have an answer for Cooper Kupp. The Rams defense did an excellent job in slowing down our run game. I don't remember the last time we weren't really able to run the ball effectively. We weren't able to run the ball, and that's kudos to the LA Rams defense. They did a heck of a job. And, you know, we really didn't have an answer for Cooper Kupp or OBJ. I saw a stat that Cooper Kupp had 6 third down conversions in the game. I mean, what are we doing? Why are we double teaming Cooper Kupp? But man, I got to tip my hat. The Rams, they just, at the end of the day, they made more plays to win the game. And we couldn't protect Jimmy in that fourth quarter. This is another, fourth quarter collapse for the Shanahan era. We were up 17-7 and we couldn't score any points in that fourth quarter. And very, very, very unfortunate that our season has come to an end. This was a season I will remember. It definitely was a roller coaster season. I think we got the most out of the talent we had on this team, but we just didn't have enough against the LA Rams. And, the LA Rams, they deserve to be in the Super Bowl against the Cincinnati Bengals, man. They have a hell of a team down there in SoCal, and they proved it tonight. I got to say what's up to the people in them comments. First, we have whose house? Rams house. Rams house says, heck of a game. Got to be proud of your team for how they made it. Good luck next season, man. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely proud of the team. That's why it's hard to be disappointed. Of course, I'm upset that we lost the game, but man, defense played their hearts out. We just needed a little bit more on the offensive side of the ball, and we weren't really able to do it. We didn't have a strong running game. That was definitely surprising. The Rams did an excellent job on slowing down the run. And I noticed, especially on first downs, the running game got kind of predictable. The Rams were able to slow down our run game on first downs, and then that made for, like 2nd and 11, 2nd and 8. We weren't really getting that much positive yards on the ground, on first downs. And Shanahan did switch it up. We started throwing more on first downs, which I thought was smart. But, hey, man, that Rams pass rush was too much for us. The Tom Compton, Brunskill, even Trent Williams, he allowed something, but he was playing hurt. So we just didn't have enough to, slow down the Rams. We got Kimbo in the building. Thanks for tuning into the stream. Kimbo also says, let's go 49ers fan for life. Absolutely, man. We'll always rep that red and gold. Rams House says, I almost threw up when Stafford threw it up to Tart at the end of the game. Yeah, I mean, football never comes down, I don't feel, to 1 or 2 or 3 plays. I don't feel it's a cumulative of plays that decide the outcome of the game. But when Tart dropped that INT, oh man, that's one that's a tough one because it was basically like a punt. He could have fair caught that ball, man. I guess Tart took his eyes off of it. That's the only thing I can think of. He must have took his eyes off of it to see where he could run. But, the Rams, they had some miscues on their end. They had a dropped a touchdown. I don't remember his name, but it was a reserve wide receiver. He dropped one right in the end zone. Cooper Kupp had a drop as well. So there were missed opportunities. Both teams had some missed opportunities in this game. But, our offense stalled out. Our offense stalled out in the second half. Scoring 7 points against this high-powered Rams offense is not good enough. It's not enough. We needed to score many more points. Matt Navarro, what's good? Man, tough way to lose. This was a gutsy effort by the team all season, playing through injuries, getting the most out of the players. It's just unfortunate it has to end this way. But Rams were the better team. Rams were definitely the better team in this game. That's how I do it, Rams House. You know it. That's how I do it, Rams House. Matt Navarro says, Rams fans, get him out, kick him. Nah, he's cool. Matt Navarro says, LOL, I'm kidding. What's up, Rams House? It was a good game. Rams showed us why those 2 wins didn't matter. Yeah, at the end of the day, I mean, it did matter. We were able to get into the playoffs, but, it is true any given Sunday. But, yeah, we could not run the ball. I was very, very surprised we could not run the ball. I knew Stafford would throw an INT, which he did. Jimmy eventually threw an INT, but he had a few where Jimmy threw in a double coverage on one play, incomplete pass. He also threw one that Jalen Ramsey almost picked off. But, Trent Sherfield did a good job on a special teams play. He kept the ball out of the end zone, and that forced the Rams to go down the field much longer in order to score. I thought Ayuk had a pretty solid game. Debo couldn't really get it going in the running game. He did have that screen pass for a touchdown. That was pretty good. But man, tough way to go out, man. Very tough. Hot diggity dog, Blue True. Appreciate that donation to the Jay and the Bay YouTube channel. Blue True says the Niner Empire made it to the Final Four. Got to be proud of that. Absolutely. Definitely proud of the way this team has fought, clawed. They showed tremendous heart and grit all year. It's just tough to lose it like this, especially to the Rams. Man. But, the Rams at the end of the day, they made more plays and we didn't. But there was definitely missed opportunities, in this game that we didn't capitalize on. See, Coach Dante, thanks for tuning in to the stream. What's good? We got Lil Jimmy, the no longer depressed 49ers fans. Nice PFP Matt. Hey, thanks for tuning into the stream. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button if you haven't, because this will not be the end of the Jay and the Bay YouTube channel. I will have 49ers content all throughout the offseason because there's definitely a lot to talk about in this season, that's for sure. Dan Castillo, what's good? Dan says, what a great season. Still taking my victory shot. Let's go Niners. Let's go Niners. Yeah. Man, it sucks to lose, but this team did all they could. There are still some areas on this team where we need to improve at. Definitely got to get better in the offensive line. Our secondary, Matt Stafford, he was doing a hell of a job in getting rid of the ball. It seemed like if we didn't get home, he was getting rid of that ball. And he was able to hit Cooper Kupp, OBJ. They have very talented wide receivers with the Rams. And we didn't really have an answer for it. I don't understand why. D'Amico Ryans didn't double Cooper Kupp. We were playing man, but we really weren't able to get home with our front four. Definitely not as much as we did in week 18, that's for sure. Credit to Stafford. He was able to get rid of that ball quick. Cooper Kupp was able to make some plays, but man, Cooper Kupp, he balled out. Him and OBJ, they both balled out, man. And we didn't have an answer. I'm not sure. I wish I could ask D'Amico Ryans, hey, why not double Cooper Kupp, especially on third downs? Because that's who, Matt Stafford was going to. Cooper Kupp had like 6 catches on third down, and those were converted into first down. So where were the adjustments? David McNew, what's good? He says 49ers for life. Hashtag trade Jimmy G. What? Y'all don't want to keep Jimmy G no more? Y'all don't want to keep Jimmy Garoppolo no more, man? So y'all don't want Jimmy to be under center for the 49ers next year? I mean, hey, Jimmy had a pretty good year. Y'all sure y'all don't want the Jimmy G experience next year? Y'all sure y'all don't want that? It's crazy what a difference a game makes. Hey, Jimmy G, I appreciate what Jimmy G did for the Niners. He elevated this franchise. But, the 49ers actions, I believe what the 49ers actions are, not necessarily what they say. Their actions say Jimmy's not good enough. He's not healthy enough. That's why we drafted Trey Lance, right? So I expect Trey Lance to be starter under center next year. I think the Jimmy G experience should be over in the red and gold, but I appreciate everything he has done for this franchise. But clearly it's not good enough. It's just not good enough. Rams house. When Benny Skyle dropped that touchdown, I about lost my mind. Yeah, I mean, like I said before, man, the Rams have some opportunities that they missed. And Niners had some opportunities as well. But hey, that's the human element to the game. That's why we watch. What could look like an easy play, sometimes the players just don't execute, Brett, thanks for tuning in to the stream. Matt Navarro says, honestly, we shouldn't even be in the position to be here. It took heart and effort for the Niners to get here. Proud of them. Exactly. Yeah. Definitely proud of the Niners players. That's why it's disappointing that we lost, but you can't, how can you be disappointed in the players? Like Trent Williams is playing hurt. I'm sure a lot of guys are playing hurt right now. We started off the season 3-5 through the first 8 games. Some people would say the season was lost then, but the Niners still continue to fight, and you got to respect that. You got to be proud of them. It just sucks that it ends like this. But I agree with your sentiments, Matt. John says definitely a disappointing loss, but hey, definitely a successful season overall. I would agree. Shanahan said, hey, Jimmy G's the starter. He trusts in Shanahan, or he trusts in Jimmy G. Jimmy G was part of getting this team into the playoffs and, basically 15 minutes from a Super Bowl appearance. So I would say the plan worked, and now it's time for Trey Area to begin next year. Tommy says, Lambs didn't win. We beat ourselves. Well, I would say, the Rams made plays. especially on the offensive side of the ball, and we couldn't really make any plays in the fourth quarter. Couldn't get the running game going. I was surprised by that. The Rams. I mean, I just got to tip my hat, man. They were just a better team. They were the better team. Yeah, we had some penalties on our end. They had some penalties on their end, and we couldn't capitalize on it. We couldn't block for Jimmy. We couldn't keep a clean pocket for Jimmy G. And that was definitely disappointing. But hey, the Rams got a fantastic defensive front, and their plan worked out. That's for sure. We're trading the players they traded for, and trading for Matt Stafford. It'll be interesting Super Bowl, that's for sure. David Fee, what's good? Jay in the Bay, love you, brother. All I can say is back to work now, brother. Red and gold till I'm dead and cold. Exactly. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you coming through. Coach Dantes, representing that good old Spotlight Sports Network. What's good? Man, it was a pretty good game, especially when the Niners had the lead. That's for sure. But hey, man, it didn't turn out the way I was anticipating. Amanda Ross says Deebo Samuel crying on the bench killed me. He deserved better. Yeah, man, because these players, they give their all. They give their heart, their soul, everything. They laid it all out on the line tonight, and it just wasn't good enough. And sometimes that happens. But Deebo Samuel, he's going to remember this, and I think it will continue to motivate him, and just like every player. But yeah, man, the players, they made the most out of this season. That's for sure. Cadence Sports Network. What's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream. Hopefully you enjoyed the games tonight. Cadence says, sad it had to end like this and got above me. Yeah, it's definitely a tough way to go out. Not disappointed in the players, just disappointed in the outcome of the game. And Tommy Huxley says we choked like in the Super Bowl. Hey, we did have a 17-7 lead. In that fourth quarter, we really couldn't protect Jimmy G. And that showed. But we're definitely going to have to get better in that offensive line. I know McGlinchey will be back next year. He'll be back on a 1 year. He's got 1 year left on his contract. Brunskill. Hopefully Aaron Banks can take his position. I mean, we drafted Aaron Banks last year, second round pick. Hopefully Aaron Banks can solidify that right guard spot, or at least be better than Brunskill. Thanks for letting me know, Tommy. I think someone already blocked him. But thanks for letting me know, Tommy. Caden says, y'all did a hell of a job in the playoffs, though, no matter what. Yeah, I mean, we were one of the hottest teams at the end of the season. Going on the road, beating the Rams in Week 18, beating the Cowboys on the road, beating the Packers on the road. Definitely don't need to hang our head, but it just hurts, man. It's just so, yeah. Dan Castillo says, my 5-year-old son walks around the house saying, what's good? He said, LOL, enjoy watching our channel, bro. Glad to hear you're still going live in the off season. Man, I appreciate you being a supporter of the channel, Dan Castillo. Appreciate that, man. And yeah, man, I will definitely continue bringing 49er content throughout the off season. Just talking about the season, and what went down, who were some of the better players of the season. I got a bunch of topics. I still want to continue making 49er content. And yeah, man, because the season doesn't stop now. I mean, there's still the draft coming up. I know we don't have a first round pick, but there's a draft coming up. Free agency. There's some players who are due for contracts in the offseason. I know Deebo Samuel's going to get he's going to get a contract extension, that's for sure. And I'm sure Nick Bosa, he may get a contract extension, but we'll see. There's some players who signed 1-year contracts. Like, what are we going to do with Raheem Mostert? Jason Verrett, Arden Key. There's some players who we'll see what happens next year. But there's going to be a lot of different players on this team, and John Lynch, he's done a pretty good job so far, I think, in his tenure as a GM, and his real job starts now, in the off season. So yeah, I definitely will continue to make content. Appreciate the comment, Caden. Thank you for tuning in to the stream. We got NYCE in the building. What's good? NYCE says, what's up, Jay? It was an interesting season. This was a tough loss, especially when we had opportunities to win. At the end of the day, the Rams executed better than we did. And that's you got to give credit to the opponent. They at the end of the day, they made more plays than we did. And it showed on the field. We really had no answer for Cooper Kupp. I think we shut down their run game. I know they had a few big runs, maybe 8 to 10 yard runs, but for the most part, they were really moving the ball down the field by Matt Stafford's right arm. And I said that was one of my keys for victory for the Rams. I said the only way the Rams would win this game is if Matt Stafford has a hell of a game, and he's able to get the ball to his playmakers. And he was able to do that. OBJ had over 100 yards. Cooper Kupp had over 100 yards. We couldn't guard their tight end, their backup tight end for that matter, because Higbee got hurt. And the defense the defense only gave up 20 points. But we are bend but don't break defense. Ambry Thomas was exposed today. I mean, I know he's a rookie, but he did not have his best game at all. But he's going up against Cooper Kupp and OBJ. I mean, we're not gonna expect him to shut those wide receivers down. John says, reasons for loss. Couldn't establish the run. Correctamundo. Shanahan play calling, letting go of the gas, and missed opportunities. Yeah. I'm really going to have to watch the game again, because sometimes, you're watching it. I'm taking notes, but it's good to go back and watch again to see where we had opportunities that we didn't take advantage of. But, with Jimmy G without a run game, he's not really an effective passer. But, I think he played solid. He played, I think he had 2 touchdown passes, one to Deebo and one to Kittle. He played solid, but it wasn't good enough. It just wasn't good enough. That especially that second to last drive in the fourth quarter, that was terrible. And what is up with the play clock issues? Shanahan calls a play in Jimmy G's headset, and Jimmy G is getting the team late to the line. We're leaving the huddle late. That delay of game really set us back in that drive, the second to last drive of the fourth quarter. And it was just terrible clock management. Terrible. Like Jimmy G, I don't know. I'm blaming Jimmy G for that. Shanahan, he gives you the play call. You read it out in the huddle, and you get the team to the line. You get them down, and you hike it before it hits 0-0. That's Jimmy G's responsibility. So that's Jimmy G's fault. But you can't do that. He's a veteran quarterback. It's no excuse for a delay of game, and a delay of game is always called on who? The quarterback. It's the quarterback's fault. So that last drive, it was just putrid to watch. Very, very frustrating. And credit to the Rams. They were able to slow down our run game, basically shut it down. Um, I thought Mitchell, he got some carries. Obviously, he didn't have the big run. I don't think he had a run over 10 to 12 yards, but maybe we should have stuck with it more. I don't know. And there were definitely some missed opportunities out there. I mean, the Jaquiski Tart dropped interception. That's going to be huge. Jimmy G did miss a throw earlier on in the game to Kittle. There were definitely some missed opportunities out there. We got SG Sports Talk channel. Thanks for tuning in to the stream, man. Caden says, well, Jay, at this point, who are you taking? I got the Bengals winning it all. I'm not sure, man. I don't know. I definitely will watch the game, but right now I'm not sure who's going to win. We got Seahawks Eddie in the building. Thanks for tuning in to the stream tonight, Seahawks Eddie. We got David McNew in the house. He says the Lambs stacked the box and made Jimmy G try to beat them, and it worked. Been with the Niner Empire since '86. We need a quarterback that can pick us up and win a game. Hashtag go Trey Lance. And it's not all on Jimmy. It's not all on Jimmy. It's not his fault. We weren't able to really run the ball. And we threw the ball probably more than we wanted to. It is a team effort. Offensive line definitely shares some of that blame. Jimmy G looked a little nervous in the beginning of the game. But, the defense, it didn't allow a lot of points. But, man, this defense had trouble getting off the field on third down. Y'all, what y'all think about that, Faithful? Y'all agree with me on that? The defense cannot get off the field on third down. We were struggling with that. And Cooper Kupp, hell of a receiver, amazing talent, but I don't know why we didn't make adjustments with Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp had an amazing game. I'm not sure why we didn't make adjustments on him. I mean, I don't really blame K'Wan Williams. Cooper Kupp is just that hell of a receiver, but maybe double team Cooper Kupp. I don't see why not, man. Seahawks Eddie, y'all had a good season. Keep your head up, man. I appreciate the kind words, Seahawk Eddie. Thanks for tuning in to the stream, Caden Sports Network. Have a great rest of your night. NYCE says, Jay, thanks for the great content week in and week out. I'll still be watching and glad to have met you. Likewise, NYCE, we got a lot to look forward to. Niners all day. I completely agree with you, man. And yes, I will be still making Niners content throughout the week. Man, likewise, I'm glad to have met you through YouTube as well, man. And have a great rest of your week, man. I agree, SG Sports Talk. Not disappointed in the players, disappointed in the outcome. This is a tough one to have to endure. SG says this loss felt like I was being punched in the stomach 20 times, and it made me feel nauseous, and I wanted to vomit. Hey, man, I agree with you, man. It's man, it's tough. It's really tough. Like I said, not disappointed in the players, disappointed in the outcome. Yeah, there were some missed opportunities, but this team fought all year. Gave out max effort, and it just wasn't good enough. The Rams were just that much better, and it showed. Tommy says, Jay, I'm done with football for a while, so I won't be on any streams for a while after tonight. I need to focus more on my music. Been slacking. Again, the Niners broke my heart year after year. Hashtag faithful, man. I appreciate your support over the last 6 months, Tommy Huxley, and I'm looking forward to hearing your music, man. Make sure you post it on your IG, man. But thanks for, being a loyal faithful and supporting my content and a lot of other 49er content creators, man. NYCE says that delay of game was not on Jimmy. It was a late substitution, according to what Kyle said, and the wide receiver lined up wrong. Kyle said it wasn't on Jimmy. Hey, man, I appreciate you bringing that to my attention. I appreciate you clearing that up. I'm just curious why wasn't a timeout called or, something. I don't know. But it's those little mistakes really hurt us in the end. And hey, and that wasn't the only there. That wasn't the only delay of game. There's on the next down, literally the next down. It was a broken play. Like the clock had hit 0, but Jimmy got the hike away, but he immediately got blitzed because I think the players thought it was going to be a delay of game called, but it wasn't. That was just a terrible, terrible series. The second to last series of the game for the Niners. And it was just terrible to watch, man. Terrible to watch. But I appreciate you for clearing that up. David says, I am very disappointed. It's been too long since we won a Super Bowl. I agree, man. Been way, way too long. Tommy says, David, that's for sure. Dan Castillo says, Debo was good for 3.7 yards a carry, and Mitchell was getting 1.8 on that fourth and 2. I feel we had a better chance going for it. What do you think, Jay? The fourth down, I can recall, I think they did a fullback dive to juice check. I think that's the play you're talking about. I would have rather get the ball to Debo or Mitchell, but honestly, we weren't really able to run the ball effectively, so it might be the best thing to do is pass. And hey, get the ball into one of your best receivers. Ayuk was having a pretty good game. Debo obviously had a solid game with that screen pass, but hey, let's get it to Kittle more. I think Kittle had maybe 2 or 3 catches. One was for a touchdown, and the other 2 were just, just regular catches. So maybe get the ball to Kittle. But NYCE says, Jay, I totally agree with you because that was the deciding factor. The offense had some long drives in the second half, but the defense couldn't get off the field on third. Yeah, it was tough to watch because this 49ers defense, it's been up and down on third down all year. Some games we've been better than others. Other games we've been putrid. And the Rams were able to convert first downs, and he was throwing the Cooper Kupp every time. I don't understand why we didn't make adjustments, man. I just don't. I don't get it. Why we didn't make adjustments. I mean, we had no answer for Cooper Kupp in man. We had really no answer for Cooper Kupp in zone. I guess if you're gonna man up, put a linebacker as well as a corner on Cooper Kupp, or put a safety over the top, something. Jay, that last series, we looked like the Cowboys and the Rams looked like us. Yeah, it was terrible to watch. Dan Castillo says, yeah, man, Jimmy was making some good passes in that series. Yeah, there was a few series in the second half where Jimmy was making some good throws. But fortunately, it wasn't good enough. Unfortunately, it was not good enough. I'm probably going to have a live stream tomorrow night. I think we'll go into more of the stats of the game and what were the missed opportunities, what were some things that we did wrong. I definitely have to rewatch the game because sometimes it's like a blur. I'm watching it, but there's so much that's going on. I think I need to rewatch it and definitely go through the game again and have a live stream on tomorrow night. We could talk more about the game. NYCE says, Dan Castillo, we had 2 tries to pick up that first, and both play calls were, in my opinion, just horrible. Could have ran a sweep or something. Yeah. I mean, sometimes Shanahan can call the perfect play, but if the players can't block, it's not going to work, we picked the wrong time. We picked the wrong time to not be able to run the ball. This was a team where we had success in running the ball with the last 6 times we played, and credit and kudos to the Rams, man. They did a great job in stopping the run. They did a great job in stopping the run. SG says the 49ers kept shooting themselves in the foot. I agree. NYC says all in all, I think look forward to next year because I feel this will make us stronger. I agree. I'm intrigued to see what moves the Niners will make in free agency and draft, which players we keep, which players we'll let go. Definitely looking forward to that. But the offseason starts now. Dan says, yeah, bro, Debo does better running around the edges. We only needed 2 yards. Very true. Libby's world. When it rains, it pours. Hard loss, but we got to take it for what it is and focus on next season. Let's go Niners. Appreciate your thoughts, Libby's world. Johnny Ripple. Hey, Jay in the Bay. Rams fan here. Niners had a great run to get to the NFC title. Great team that had a great year. I appreciate the kind words, man. Thank you for coming in and being respectful. I appreciate that, Johnny Ripple. And man, the Rams were just a better team today. But yeah. This would be a tough one. This is I appreciate everyone that was in the chat tonight. Shout out to Blue True for that super chat. I appreciate that, Blue True. And I appreciate everyone who was in the chat tonight. But man, it's just kind of at a loss for words. It's just a tough way to go out. And yeah. We got Tubin 73. If Jimmy goes, who are they going to pick up? Well, Jimmy gets traded. Trey Lance will be the starter. Nate Sudfeld may be kept as a backup, but no doubt Trey Lance should be the starter next year. I agree with you, Johnny Ripple. This epic rivalry is going to be fierce the next few years. And I completely agree with you. And yeah, this is going to be a heated rivalry for years to come. That's for sure. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the stream tonight. I will continue to make content throughout the off season, talking about a variety of 49er topics. Hopefully, you guys can tune in to the channel. Make sure you subscribe to Jay in the Bay if you haven't already. I plan on doing a live stream tomorrow night. And we'll go more in depth about why the 49ers lost, what missed opportunities there were. And yeah. Jesus, saludos. No more Jimmy. 3 downs killed them. Screens in Cup left wide open. Yeah. Cooper Kupp, I mean, he had a hell of a game, but we didn't help ourselves. I don't think we changed up our scheme. Pac-Man Sports, good year for your 49ers. Best of luck next season. Same to you, Pac-Man. We got Niner sickness in the building. Hey, brother, and all the faithful. David says Marcus Mariota, Mitchell Trubisky would make good backups. Yeah. Hey, I can dig that. I can definitely dig that. But I think I'm gonna end this stream. I don't really know what else to say. But man, I will still continue to make content in the off season. I plan on having a live stream tomorrow night. We'll see, man. I don't know. We'll see. But everyone try to have a good rest of your week. Like I said before, not disappointed in the players, just disappointed in the outcome, and it's just tough to deal with. So thanks for watching your boy Jay in the Bay. See you guys in the next one.